Hello everybody and welcome to round 2 of our F1 2016 career mode, live on YouTube as it always is, with no uninterrupted coverage. It's live, so anything can happen in this race. We are in Bahrain for the second round of the championship, and if you watched the stream live, you saw exclusively qualifying, and we managed to get P9 on the grid, beating our teammate Carlos Sainz by nothing. The times were identical, which you will see in a minute when we go to Crofty. But at the minute, I just want to give you guys an update with what happened off air. We did get the upgrade for this race, the engine upgrade, which is massive for us, as we're pulled away from Force India, which is massive. A noticeable one that you can see on the right-hand side of your screen is Sauber are now ahead of Renault in the development race, which is going to be massive on there. If you missed the last race in Australia, we had a bit of a mixed bag. We were on course for points, but we got a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane, which brought us down to P12, unfortunately, with Sainz beating us into 10th place. So we're going to head to the race now. It's a 50% race as always, and if you're new around here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. And if we hit 50 likes, guys, then that'll be fantastic for career mode. But until then, we're going to head now straight to the track. Now, for one of the great races of the season, it is, of course, the Bahrain Grand Prix. So, let's go.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakhir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Nico Rosberg completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Bottas, Massa, Toro Rosso, and Carlos Sainz.
So we're here on the grid now for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's nice that Crofty said a Toro Rosso driver and not player. Oh well, we're here then. It's going to be a long one, this one. It is a 29 lap race, so we can either do a 2-stop strategy with the super soft, the soft and the medium tyre, or we can do an aggressive 3-stop with 2 super softs and 2 soft stints. Knowing me, guys, you know I like to do a shorter stint, so we are going to stick with the 2-stop strategy on here. Maybe extend it out if possible as well, so we can see if we can go the distance, because as you can see there, I think the mediums can go really well. So if we can extend the super soft stint as long as possible, we can maybe go to the end on a 1-stopper, but we're going to probably go with a 2 to be safe on there. So we're going to stick with the 2, and we're now going to head out now for the formation lap, which obviously, if you guys did not know, it's a new feature for the game, which is always good. So we may change strategy depending on what the situation is, so we'll see. But we are off and away. So we're off on the formation app. Obviously the new feature for F1 2016. As we are off on our merry ways around the track. So the goal is simple. We're going to try and beat our teammate. As our agent has recommended we finish where we start, which is obviously P9. And beat our teammate who is right behind us. As you can just see him there. As the sun begins to set then on the Sakhir circuit. One of the great spectacles of the season this is. Starting like twilight, like sunset and then at night time with fireworks going off at the end of the race on the main straight, which is kind of cool. Nice little feature that they brought into the game. As we're just going to warm the tyres up. Need to get these up to temperature. Just need to check on the stats. So 96% on the front. Well, the front left is pretty good, I think. Oh, turning way too early there. Just warm up the rears a bit. Get them up to temperature. We need to keep them just about 95, 96 degrees is ideally at the optimal temperature for these tyres. So we've got a bit of a gap then to our teammate Sainz, who's going a bit slow. But we'll see how we go here. Just going to do our burnout. Get those rears up to 98%. That's what we want right now. 98%. It's the optimal temperature that we need for the start. So I recommend that to anyone watching this. Get them to around about this 98%, and we should be fine. So we've got to now. The game now automatically puts me onto the grid, and we've got quite a bit of a wait now. So this is not going to help us a lot here right now. So we're going to see how we do. It's a 29 lap race, as we are now going to our pit box. Oh, not a pit box, the grid slot. So now we've got to wait now until the last man.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
And we're going to get ready now as the last man now gets onto the grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Can we get our first points of the season in the second race for our drive in Toro Rosso? But the lights are on now. Round 2, Bahrain Grand Prix, live on YouTube, is away. And it's a bit of a poor start there. Bit of a late reaction, but Massa's had a poor one as well. As Sainz got a good start as well. We're going to be bamboozled into turn 1 here, as we've just got nowhere to go. And we go into the back of Massa, braking really early for the corner. And we have got a bit of damage there. We have been given a warning by the stewards. As Massa broke really early for the corner, we just did not react to it. But we're back to where we were, which is a massive thing, I guess. I think Bottas has got a bit of some damage there, it seems, because he went really slowly as his teammate got through, and we got through up to P8. So even though the damage from Massa isn't too serious, we've still got some downforce, which is not too bad. Doesn't seem too bad at the minute, but still a long way to go in this race. We just get that absolutely nailed, that left-hander for the first time this weekend. So Massa's starting to pull away, so we're going to go up to Rich just to try and keep him. We've still got like 1.5 laps spare fuel. Wrong camera angle as we've gone off the track there. That was my bad. If you're wondering why that happened, is because my gear shift on my wheel is double shifting again, so I've had to use another button on my wheel, a spare one, so it's going to be a bit tricky to get used to it. But we're still in P9, even though we made a mistake there with Massa, with the double shift. So not the ideal of starts right now, but we're still in the points, which is massive, and I would really want to beat my teammate. So we're going to try and do a bit of defending here. He's actually following me, which is, I think, is the first time for the AI. They don't actually follow the car in front. They just stick to one line. So that's quite nice, as we've got a yellow flag. Something's happened up here. I don't know what it is. Who's that? It's Rosberg. Rosberg is in the gravel, so I don't know what's happened to him. But we're now up to P8, so I don't know what happened there. Something's happened, because there's a bit of a train now emerging from second downwards. So I don't know what's gone wrong here. If someone's got damage, or trying to nurse it back to the pits. But massive moment then in this race. So the Mercedes, one of them, in the first round in Australia, we saw Hamilton having issues and then retiring with an engine blowout. This time around, it's his teammate. So massive moment then. And we've locked up massively, and we've gone very wide. We're going to come back on safely, and we dropped to 10th. So not what we needed there. Got a bit overexcited with the fact that Rosberg dropped down the pecking order. So need to get back into the groove. We've got a bit of, not really liking these super softs actually. I don't know why, but they just don't seem right for me right now. We need to get back into a groove. We're going to go back up to Rich. Just need to get back, calm down a bit. We're still in the points. I may have to pit early. My God, that was a bit worrying. I may have to pit early to try and do an undercut to try and get past both Perez and our teammate. As we get the DRS. Let's go into turn 1. Probably the best line I've done all weekend. But the train is still going on up ahead. You can just see on the minimap in the bottom left hand of your screen. Well, they haven't really got away, which is massive, so nothing to worry about. The pit stops are going to be interesting, so that's probably why I want to change, as we've gone purple in the first sector, which is a bit of a shock. Just braking a bit too early for the corners, just trying to get a bit of a groove going right now. Shut up, Jeff. Let's see what the strategy is then. Can I look at my strategy, please? Oh well, I'm not going to bother. As Gutierrez is on our inside here with the DRS. There we go. Oh, gone wide. It's done confirm change. I don't want to confirm that. Oh, just gone wide again. Jeff's just cost us here a load of positions. So that's really annoying. So thanks, Jeff, for that. Nah. So maybe the tyres are gone. So maybe the free stop is probably the best option right now. Not what I needed there. We're going to get past Alonso though, which is quite cool. But maybe the free stop may work for us. I'm not too sure. But that is just frustrating. Second race in a row, we make a mistake. This time around it's Jeff's bloody pit strategy. You could have waited to the straight, mate. But yeah, let's get a hashtag going in the chat, guys. Blame Jeff. That's why I've shut him up for the time being. He's just distracting me. But there is a train, so I think this is the train that we're in at the minute. But so we'll have to see. So we're going to pit around about lap 4, I think. We'll pit this time, I think. As we've got all these people on mediums around us, which is not what I needed right now. So we're going to stick with the 2-stop. I'm going to go onto the soft tyre. I should have not changed strategy, but I couldn't do anything. 58%. Still got grip in these tyres, I must say. Even though it says 61% on the front left. We'll stick with the 2-stop strategy, I think. We'll stay out until it's about 75% on the front left. See, this is what happens, guys, when it's live. Most people will just, you know, do the rewind feature, and then that's it, done and dusted. But we're not like that. If a mistake happens, we just got to take it on the chin, like a real racer should do, because they don't have a rewind button.
Strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Oh, what does Jeff want now? No. Oh, Jeff again. Stop it, Jeff. It's starting to annoy me now. Actually, I may have a different strategy. I may go onto the mediums, actually. I've just thought about that. Get off the slower tyre now. These tyres are definitely gone off the cliff. So we're going to jump onto the mediums now and try and get them as long as possible now, as Rosberg 35-1. These tyres have definitely gone off the cliff now. Just got no grip in them. We will obviously change the front wing as well. But Sainz is staying out, which is interesting. Well, we didn't get a penalty, so that's a great start. So we're into the box. Someone else is in the pits. I think Massa's in for a set of the soft tyre. So we're going to be on to the prime tyres. We're going to get a new wing as well from that collision with Massa. I know for a fact these won't go to the end, so we'll try and get these to around about 19, 20 laps, if I can. A safety car would be very handy, I will say that.
Some information on Ericsson. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
So with fresh rubber as well, this should help us a bit. We're not last. Rosberg is last. He's not classified as retired yet, so he is still in this race. Oh, the grip in these now. Oh, they're beautiful, these medium tyres. They feel so nice. Got a lot of work to do though. There's Rosberg actually. Just coming out of turn 4, I think. Sainz is in the pits. So they are reacting to me, to be fair. Just got the grip in these now. So Sainz is on the soft tyre. I think is most likely have gone. So we've got a lot of work to do right now. Massive snap. We're going to go up to Rich now. Got plenty of fuel as well, which is good. So this is lapped 18 to 20, so we are back on the 2-stop strategy. Just got to get a move on right now. We need to see if the rest of the pack will be on 3-stop strategies. And just close the gap. Got 17 seconds to catch up on. It's a lot of work to be doing right now. Just hope we need a safety car realistically, or not a virtual safety car. I was surprised to not get one in Australia, if I'm honest, with Hamilton, but just back end slid out again. Just struggling in that corner there, the double left-hander. Oh, wide again. This has just gone from bad to worse. Still got a 32-second lead over Rosberg, which is always nice. Ericsson's in the pits for a set of the soft tyre, where we know Ericsson's got some issues with his car. We're into the 37s. Still too far away. That front wing damage has not really helped us there. We can see a car for the first time, which is kind of cool, I guess. So I may pit earlier onto the set of the soft tyre, just to try and gain some time back, obviously at the cost of tyre wear. We're only 5 seconds away from Ericsson, and we are closing him in very slowly. Still holding off Rosberg. Actually, he's not actually gaining that much as I was expecting. As Hamilton sets the fastest lap, 35.1. So we're not even far off Hamilton's time, and he's on the super soft tyre, which is interesting as well. So it's not as if we're slow and struggling. That's the factor. Still got enough fuel as well. And we're closing in now on Marcus Ericsson and the pack ahead, so...
They're speeding up again, so I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. As you can see now, we're in a low 36, which is only 9 tenths off Hamilton. Obviously, he is on a set of the super softs again. So I think Hamilton's doing a bit of an aggressive setup here, different strategy. I think he's on the super softs. I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see when we cross the sector time. He's on the softs actually, so still 9 tenths off isn't too bad, and he's on a quicker tyre than us. Sainz has been held up there as well, which is quite interesting. So Sainz keeps getting held up here. This will help us close the gap ever slowly but surely. So we just go wide again. Just slowly bringing in Ericsson, not by much, but he is on that soft tyre, so he may have some pace on me in the middle sector, but the first and last sector we've gained quite a bit on him, so I think we'll go back up to Rich. My guinea pigs are the pack on the medium tyre, which is going to be interesting. As we've got someone coming out the pit lane. Who's that? It's Magnussen. I think it's just pitted from the medium set. We go round his outside. Well, we had the outside and then we had the inside, and we're up to P20. So Magnussen was in that pack, so that's quite encouraging signs for me. Just need to get away from him now, that's the next quest. Oh, massive tank slapper there. Good save from us there, but not liking the conditions. Who will have DRS on us. A 2015 Spectre Ferrari engine versus a Renault engine. Should be interesting. Just twitching a bit on the wheel there, not what I want. Magnussen's got a brilliant run on us here. Just broke a bit earlier than him, so I may get DRS here. Very cheekily, and I actually have got DRS, so bit of a naughty move there from us, but it was needed. We're on to lap 11. So we've got Jody and Palmer there, just ahead there. He was on the medium tyre, I must say. So interesting call there from Renault. Very interesting. Very interesting call, I must say. I think they pitted well early. If Palmer, I know, was on the medium, so maybe they have to do a free stop, possibly. Some very interesting strategies going on around the track, I must say. Magnussen once again will have the DRS on us. And Palmer's not 37 seconds away because he's just up the road. You can just see him there. So it's a bit of a strange call there from us. Everyone else is on the soft tyre, and we're on the Prix, on the medium tyre, the hardest tyre compound for the weekend. But me and Magnussen are starting to pull in Jody and Palmer and Rio Haryanto, as we've got a couple of people in the pit lane, so we're going to jump ahead of them. I have no idea who they are. Just a bit of a lock-up. See who it was behind. I can't see who that was. I think it's a McLaren in there. So it's 18th. And good thing as well is we're going to hurt Magnussen's tyres right now. So that's another thing with the dirty air as well, helping us out. As we're slowly crawling into the train. Very, very slowly. The gap is getting shortened. Oh, we've one wide, and I think Magnussen's going to get us here. He does, sadly, with that little mistake. Change camera. Actually, that's not what I wanted to be. There we go. Oh, and I've just literally just broke so late for the corner, and that is not what I needed there. That was my bad. My bad for Magnussen there. I've just broke bits way too late than normal. We're going to stay out though. There's no point pitting, so that was a bit of a bad move there. Just... Nah, it wasn't good enough there. Who have we passed? I don't know. But we're just starting to make some mistakes that I didn't really want to do. Just gone downhill, so... We've got the Kvyat in us. Just when the pressure's building on us, we just crack.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
We're not even going to look at that because I'm sticking with what I've got. Rosberg now into the 34s. I think the timing glitch says 44 seconds to Palmer when he, Magnussen when he's just there. We're not changing strategy. Don't see the point. I think Alonso is on a... Oh, we've gone wide. We're just going to have to hold out here. Look at the run we've got on Alonso. Just got to hold out. That's the only thing we can do right now. We get a beautiful run on him. Oh, look at the speed. Look at the speed we've got. Full locket. We hold on to P18, so not what we needed, but I could pit now and go into the end on a set of mediums again, or try and get to lap 18 and go onto the softs.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Keep current.
Okay, copy that. We think there's a viable strategy change.
Oh my god, Jeff, shut up.
To keep to the current plan or try the new one?
I've literally just called a decision and Jeff's back on it again. Keep current.
Got that confirmed.
If he comes back on again with strategy calls, then I will not be a happy bunny right now. I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. Okay, so we get a warning and then I get a penalty. GG. Oh well. We've got nothing to lose, so it's just I've got no set of medium tyre, compound tyres left. So I've got to hold out even longer. I haven't got any medium tyres. That's my problem. I'm going to defend from Alonso right now. I'm literally holding on for dear life right now. We've got Ricciardo now behind us. I've got to hold out for another 3 laps at least on these. And get a wing change as well. This is where a safety car would be so ideal. So I would have liked the Rosberg to crash. So where's Ricciardo? Well, he's not going to get past us, so we'll take back the racing line.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Keep current.
Confirmed.
It's just annoying, Jeff keeps going on the radio. We've got no medium tyres, so there's no point in going onto a set of super softs because we'll pit again. So there's no point. And everyone else around us will pit again, so we'll basically be 1 stop less. As Ricciardo's tried to go for a late move, but yes, we have got damage, obviously, on our front right end plate, with no end plate on it, but these guys will surely have to pit, at least for a set of the medium tyre.
We think there's a viable strategy.
Oh my god, Jeff.
Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Keep current.
Copy.
Seriously, if Jeff comes over the thing again, I'm gonna... Oh, that's probably why. Just seen why. Our tyres have gone. That's probably why. We've got to hold out. That's the only thing. If we can get to like lap 17, then that should be ideal for us. We've got nothing to lose now. I mean, oh, Pascal Verlaine's got ahead of Ricciardo. We'll pit next time. We'll take a gamble with the tyres and go on to the... Because to be fair, we've done 13 laps on these. So here comes Verlaine. Oh, he's locked up there. Oh, good defending there from Verlaine there, so I'll give him props. Got a good run on Verlaine here. Might try a late lunge here. Okay, that was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Just locked up, lack of tyres, and we've got a warning for Verlaine. I can kind of understand that. Just try to go for a move. Just got no tyres right now.
To change or stick to plan A?
Just not been the best of races here. Just no point doing a free stop. All these cars will surely be pitting. But we've got DRS, so... Oh well. So Sainz is in the pit lane. So Sainz is probably on the same strategy as me.
Carlos has come into the pits. Carlos is in the pits now.
So obviously he's got first dibs. And another lock-up. And doesn't help there, Verline, but at least he got back through. Oh, just got it on there. So at least we can get the soft tyres to the end now. Oh my god. Oh, this just gets bad to worse. The team aren't even ready. Sainz must have had an issue because they took a new wing. Oh, that just sums up the race. Just sums up the team there. Oh god. First there was no flipping front wing. Thought we would have been safe, but oh god. We're gonna finish last, boys, at this rate. This is by far one of the worst races I've ever done in any career mode ever. Just gotta go for it now. Yep. It's still early days though in the season. That's another thing to take away. Wow, massive tank slapper. This has literally been one of the worst races, but as someone's mentioned, chin up. Fire team. We'll have to see how we go with this. Rosberg has to pit, surely. He has to pit, because there's no way you can get to the end on the softs from when he came in. I think what I'll do instead is I'll probably do China today as well. We'll get 2 career mode episodes out instead of the last to first. I'll save that for tomorrow. I don't think you guys deserved last to first after this shoddy performance. We've got some more people in the pit lane. And there's the race leader. He's got to lap me. That's how bad this race has gone for us. We're going to get lapped. Just an embarrassment to the team, this is. Casting some doubt over me. And it's only been, what, 2 races? I feel like Kvyat right now. How much fuel have we got? That's another factor. Not even got enough fuel. Oh look, we're not going to come last. Rosberg's in the pits. Yes, we're not last. We're going to beat Rosberg. And he's on the medium tyre as well, so he had to go onto them. Sign of relief, guys. We're going to beat Rosberg. Nico Rosberg. Rico Nosberg, or whatever you want to call it. Safety car will be nice, but I don't think it's going to come out now. It's too late for the safety car. And we've got that penalty as well to think about, so we might still be last. Just got to keep a gap big enough for Rosberg right now. At least though, one thing I can take away from this, doing this series live, is if I did do it, I didn't hit the back of someone, or I don't just rewind it or restart or whatnot. I just take it on the chin and just go go. This is what happens in real life, and I know some of you guys will understand that and respect why I do this live. I want to make it realistic that way. And it's nice to see a lot of you subscribing. I can see it popping up on my iPad, so nice of you to follow who are. So thank you very much to them. Even though it's a bit of a disappointing race. At least we've got a 10-second gap to Rosberg, so that's a bit of a saving grace from us. Gone wide. The race, I think Vettel won last race, if I remember. Can't remember vaguely. There's Rosberg. What I'm gonna do, guys, if you're watching this live, is I'll do China straight after this. So if you give me 5 minutes afterwards, I'll set the stream up. And that just pretty sums our race up right there. Massive save there, I've got to say, but just sums up my race right there. It's just not gone well. But China is going to be straight after this, so if you stay in the chat, I'll send you a link to the stream. Because I think you guys should get another race after this. See, Rosberg's only 4 seconds away now. Oh, that's it, guys. We're out the race. Massive moment on the curb, and we just lost it. And there's our first retirement of the season. Now, you would expect me to use the flashback, but we're not doing that. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. We've retired from the race with a massive crash there. Just lost the back end on there, and that is us out of the race. We've got to get another view from that, another angle. So here we go. You can just see Rosberg there, just coming in the background there. And I don't think this is a good camera angle, actually. We just lost it on the curb there, the back end it, and it's a massive crash. But it's good to show the to get a nice onboard there. Just on the curb there, just lost the back end, and bam, that is our race over. And that is it, guys. That's the race done. Listen, we have to retire, sadly, so we'll retire from the session. And just really sums up the race. Just disappointing. But that, guys, is a good demonstration for the simulation damage right there. So, disappointing there.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
So then Lewis Hamilton did win the race. And I wonder if that did bring the safety car out, actually. That's actually a good point someone's put in the chat. And bit disappointing race. Had a good, just lost it really from when we made contact with Massa at turn 1. And really, we should have pitted early, I feel.
Well, let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Jenson Button. People always say he's a really smooth driver, but as he's shown here today, that's not at the expense of speed or overtaking skill.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Yeah, thanks Crofty for that. So Hamilton did win by 12 seconds from Vettel, ahead of his teammate by only a second in P3. Verstappen was 4th, Ricciardo was 5th, and our teammate, even more annoyingly, finished in P6 with Perez in 7th, Bottas in 8th, Button in 9th, so a good call from him, and Nico Hulkenberg in 10th place. We're the only ones to retire, but our pace, looking at the fastest lap at 35.5, even Haryanto beat us on 1 lap pace, which is a bit annoying. We weren't far off our teammate, we were only about 2 tenths off, so on the race pace. So the race pace was okay. The mistake at the start with Massa braking early and then making contact with Magnussen and then getting held up in the pits and then the crash didn't really help us there. But we'll look at the standings then. As Crofty's mentioned, Vettel now leads by 18 points with 3 people tied on 25 points with Ricciardo, Raikkonen and Hamilton in there, with Verstappen in 5th. Rosberg dropped to 6th place with Perez in 7th. Sainz is up to 8th, Bottas 9th, and Hulkenberg in the top 10. And in the constructors, we are still in P6 at the minute. We're just ahead of McLaren by 7 points, with a point behind Williams. So Williams having a bit of a poor season here, so not what we wanted to see from them. But we're going to head now back to the pit lane and see what we have to say to our team for that crash, but not how I wanted it to go. So we've got 455 development points, resource points, and this is not what I want to see. I don't want to watch this because this is embarrassing for me. Now, as you can just see, just up there, up there, up there, we're losing the rivalry, absolutely battering me right now. So this is going to be a bit embarrassing. We're going to drop into the red again. So it's not going well. Even gone down on there as well. Oh, this is going to go well. Oh well. We'll skip all this malarkey. So we're going to go straight now to the next round, which I believe is in China, as I mentioned. So we're going to do we can't even get an upgrade, so we have to wait until we do practice to get the upgrade for the next round, which you'll guys see in a minute. So we're just going to load it in for our next one. On there, you can just see the standings there. We're 14th overall, so we're even higher than Alonso. So I can take that, guys. I can take that away. Yep, they're gonna have some better words with me now off air. But we're gonna be in China now. A nice looking pit paddock as well. Look at Sainz there. Look at him. He's just mocking me from there, just sitting there talking to France Toast, I think that is. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to end it there, guys, for this stream. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes, I would say, if you're watching this live. For the next round, it will be on the sub boxes, so I'll let you keep an eye out for that. But if you like the stream and you saw the crash and you like the simulation damage, then make sure to like this and subscribe. And we will try to do a bit better at China. We'll have to wait and see. For that, but I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll see you in about 10 minutes, unless I've got some emergency that I have to do. If that is the case, then it will be later tonight. I'll push the Last of Us till tomorrow. So until then, guys, I apologise if anyone was looking forward to a great race here, but it happens. But I'll see you guys later on, if there is a stream in 10 minutes or not. I will let you guys know on Twitter, so make sure to follow me on Twitter for any updates regarding the streams. If not, it will be later tonight. So until then, have a good afternoon, guys, and I'll see you potentially in 10 minutes, but if not, then it will be later on tonight at 8 PM GMT. But until then, have a good day, guys. Take care. See you later.